Okay, so we are back at the crib. I'm just going to add this in probably with another video. This was when I took my kids to get their haircuts after we, while they were in there, I went over to them to the store, then I had to go back over and I had to pay because the lady was like really, really super fast. So I'm just going to go through what I found really quick in the store. So in the store, I got this scrapbook kit. I got another poster. I got a free photo in a one of those fuzzy posters from the 90s. It's already colored in. It's not really worth that much, but it's a cool native background. But this is what I got in the store. These are selling for about $50. These are Klogs. These are brand new. They're brand new. They were never worn. So as you can see, they're brand new. They're a decent size too. They're wide. So I should get, I may even be able to ask for more for them. I may even get about 60 or 70 for them. But they sell for $50 all day. There's not that many solds. These are not the type of things where there's tons of listings for them. So that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't care. I'll let them sit for $10 into 50 or 60. That's fine with me. I got this, is it Jimmy Rollins for the Phillies? At first I thought it was a youth jersey, but it's not a youth jersey. It's a women's jersey, but it's a nice jersey. It's vintage. It's made in USA. So I believe I can get about 25 for that, maybe 30. I may have overpaid a little bit more. In this Goodwill, their prices are definitely, they're overpriced. But the scrapbook kit was only $3. You can see the price right there, boom. And that's going to sell on Amazon for $30. Be careful when you sell things on Amazon, because when you sell something big like this, you remember you have to ship it. And Amazon only covers a certain percentage of the shipping, which I believe is maybe $4, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this was the big score for today. This is a backwards 1987 Bullwinkle clock. It actually goes backwards, if you can see it. Instead of going this way, it's going that way, and even the numbers are backwards. So you have to read the time backwards. So right there, it will tell you it's exactly 5:17, plus 15, something like that. And then it says, I'm so confused on it. But this clock actually sells for about $50. So really good score. I have to clean it up a little bit. It was only $3, so $3 into 50. If I can get that in a box, it may even ship first class. But if not, I'll just put it in a regional rate or something and ship it for $7 and may charge for the shipping. So let me turn the light on over here. We'll get a little bit more light. This was at a yard sale. It was $4. I may have paid a little bit more than what I would have liked to have paid for this, but it is a nice North Face. It is a shoulder bag. What kind of bag is this? Messenger bag. This is called a messenger bag. Whenever you see them like this, where it has the long cord, and it opens up almost like a laptop bag. It's a little bit of a smaller bag, and so it may be priced a little bit on the smaller side, but it says North Face really big on it, and that's a good thing, because that's what people want. They want the gaudy, and they kind of want to flaunt what they got. And this, I wasn't sure what it was. I thought it was incomplete and missing something, but it's not. It's the Jurassic World virtual reality set. I'm not sure who it's made by, but it's complete. So I'll have to test it and make sure it works, but it's not really worth that much. I paid $3 for the set, and I think it's only worth maybe $15 plus shipping. So if I can sell it for $12 and charge the shipping on that, because I'm going to have to put this in a box, it's going to be over a pound. It's not worth it for me to bite the shipping on this, because it's just an odd sized item. So there you have it. That's all I have there, and I'm out to go do some Instacart. Pew! Me and Smokey just chilling here. Thanks, Mr. Shoeshine. The shell cordovans are going out today. They're going to Canada, and I took an offer on them. I actually just took this as experience. I don't believe that I paid that much for them. I know I paid under $10 for them. They may have been half off. They were They may have been $10 or $15. I think they were probably 10. I think I got them at the newer Goodwill, and most of their shoes are like $10 if they're nice. Now these were like, they're not a newer shoe, so they probably were priced at like $7.50. But I took it as experience. I learned. Now I know what shell cordovan looks like. When I see it, I'll grab it. The eye is going to be trained now to look for that. So whenever I'm in any store, I'll see them and I'll just grab them right up and snatch them. Well, grab, snatch. No release. So yeah, don't be afraid to make a few sacrifices in your business in order to learn, like to buy something just to get experience. Don't be afraid to lose a couple dollars, because in the long run you're going to make up for that when you sell what we're doing. There's so much profit in most of the items that we pick up that we're almost never lose money really in actuality. So don't be afraid to take chances. That's all I got. What's going on? It's Rock from Flip the Thrift, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Rocco. I live in Pennsylvania, and I'm a reseller. I've been reselling for about 3 years. Somebody put me onto it when I was working at, I think it was like Quaker or something. I was working in a warehouse. Same thing I was doing for, the past 20 years. And ever since, it's just been history since then. But today I'm going to go out and I'm probably going to do a little bit of yard selling in the beginning because it's still early. It's 8 o'clock. I would have liked to come out earlier, but I had to wrap some items. Sold those shell cordovans, of course. You guys seen it if you're started the video from the beginning. And so there's a community yard sale in the next town over. I'm gonna hit that up. I'm gonna drop my mail off, and then we're gonna shoot over there and see if we can find something. I'm gonna try to limit my expenses today because I have to squeeze in some Instacart, and then we'll see what happens. Vivitar camera, they're usually junk. I'm gonna try it and see if I can use it to like record. Oh, I got the $2 sticker stuck to me. I got 2 board games. They were $2. Anytime I see things like that when they're like $2, $1, I usually pick them up because I know that I can make a little bit of money off of them. So, and I got a really big Eagles coffee cup, like really dope, like a brand new cup. It's one of them big ones too, where I can probably put water in it and drink water all day with it. It's not real big. It's probably, it's a decent size. So there's another yard sale over here. We're gonna go hit that up. All right, so nothing. I went to one earlier and then I picked this up. It was $1. There's no sold cops on this one, comps. But this is from 98, if you can see the date on it. It's from 1998. So I think there's one listed, and I think he has it listed a little too low. Some of them older games go for a good bit. I haven't checked it on Amazon. It may go for a little bit more, but it's kind of beat up, so I probably won't put it on Amazon. I won't put it on Amazon. Is this my mask? See, one of them was in the trash, and then one of them was... I got to get another mask. I was wearing my son's mask. That thing is too tight. The other one might not be as tight. It might be a little bit more loose. But this one's like, ugh, it's choking me. I'm out of masks. I'm going to have to get some. I'm not really crazy about the whole Bape one. It's okay. I guess this one's a little looser. But anyway, and I went to this one and there ain't nothing there. So I'm going to go to the one I already had in my GPS. This one I just seen. There was a sign and balloons hanging off. So... I think there might be another yard sale in this development. It's a really rich development. Not really rich, but the houses are pretty nice. So we're gonna go check, see if there's anything else in here, and then we'll work our way out to that other yard sale. Okay, so I keep running into other yard sales. Anyway, that one was too expensive. I seen a Robert Graham t-shirt. It was $5, but I know they're not worth that much. I was gonna get it for myself, but I'm not paying $5 for one t-shirt. I mean, if it would have been new, I would have probably got it. I mean, because I go through t-shirts and it's just not worth it. I just buy blank, just plain ones. But they had hats on the table and they were $5 a piece, and I think one may have been a 59 fit. I don't even think that they weren't even good brands, and she wanted $5 a piece for them. So no, they got their stereo systems out there trying to get $400, $200. I mean, come on, dude. That's not what a yard sale is. That's not. I guess it's your yard sale. You sell whatever you want. So let's go to the next one. Must have air. All right, so it's starting to get a little bit hotter. It's only 76. That was a pretty good score. That yard sale. I seen a Narnia Force DVD set, and it was only $1, and I think that's probably going to pay for everything. It was 27 total. I got a Brita pitcher, not new, but the pack of the filters, I think it was like a pack of 4. They're normally run about $20. So I got that for $3 for the pitcher and the filters. There was a free table. I got some stuff for free. I got a bunch of light bulbs. Light bulbs, believe it or not, as long as you wrap them right, they do very well online. They sell. If you list them and price them right, they sell really well. I got a few other things. I got a couple board games at that last one that I didn't mention. And then I got the Eagles Cup, of course. But we're going to go through and I'll show you what I got. I'm definitely going to have to do Instacart today, so I'm going to have to stop soon. I'm going to try to get a couple more in before 10, and then from 10 to like 6 or whatever, I'm going to definitely do Instacart. I'm going to try to get at least 8 hours of Instacart in, so let's roll. It's funny because there's one right here. It was right next to it across the street, but it doesn't look like much. I'm going to check it out anyway. Okay, so that was kind of a bust, but I seen this game for $1. It was brand new. It's called Attack of the Movies 3D. It's brand new, sealed. So I grabbed it. I didn't even really think about it. I figured it's a brand new game. It's got to be worth at least $10 or more. So in reality, it's only like a $15 game new. It sells for like $6 on Amazon new, which is that's really bad. And that must be in another category or something too, because I don't even think that I'm ungated in games for Amazon. So I don't know how that worked out. But I think we're gonna get to work. I got about 10 minutes. I think there's one more yard sale that's nearby, and I'm gonna check that out. Unless I get a good order on Instacart, I'm gonna jump on that. But I'd like to be done by 10, and I gotta pee really bad. All right, we need some air. Oof. Okay, so I got a Scully jacket. It's a vintage leather jacket. It's like leather and suede. It's not in the best condition, but I see them selling between like 40, 50. So I'm thinking like 35 or 40 for it. I'll probably try to get 40 and just do free shipping on it. Probably ship it in a regional rate or something, but it was $5. I took a chance on it. It's a brand that I've never messed with before, so like I was talking about on my last video, if you guys haven't seen any of my content, please subscribe to my channel and like my videos, and please support my channel so I can continue to make more videos. But I was talking about that, how I was experimenting like with with certain brands. Like that's what I did with the Shell Cordovan. I was basically experimenting with them to see, you know, that's why I took an $80 offer. Otherwise I wanted a little bit more for them, but they weren't in perfect condition. So that's what I did with this Scully jacket. It's S-K-U-L-L-Y. It says real big on the tag, and it kind of has like striped design. It looks like 80s, 90s, like retro type of thing. So anyway, we're gonna get into Instacart. I'm gonna go straight to Wegmans and just grab an order and just get to work. I got a $50 order. I'm gonna scarf down my lunch. It's at Giant. It's 2 orders, but my score is getting a little low, and the only way for to fix your score is to do orders. So that's what I'm gonna do. Obviously, I need the money. I have to work to survive, to live. So I'm gonna knock this $50 order out. The tip is like $38, so I have to make sure that I don't screw this order up. It's 40 items, and it's in Giant, and I really don't care for Giant, but Giant's kind of mapped out half decent. It's not that bad. It's not like, what store was I in the other day, and it was like just terrible where everything was. Like, it wasn't Giant. It might have been Weiss. I forget. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat my lunch. I got a little half a cheesesteak. I'm gonna scarf that down and go do this order. Absolute nightmare, because I don't know where anything is in Giant. So it took me an hour and a half to pull 40 items. That's ridiculous. That's way too much time for $50. So, but I mean, I'll take what I can get right now, because the orders were really crappy for most of the morning, because I did the yard sailing for 2 hours till 10 o'clock, and there really wasn't anything in between. I was checking periodically, but I wasn't like glued to it. You know, I was kind of trying to concentrate on looking for stuff at, you know, at the yard sales. But anyway, we're gonna take this out. This is right here in Camp Hill. It's right in the area where I'm at. I'm gonna go drop this off, and then there's another one. It's 2 orders, so I made sure that I tied. What I do when I have 2 orders is I tie a knot in one order, so that way I can separate them. I separate them in the cart, and then that's why I try not to do orders that are double orders that are too many. Like 40 was too much also, but I did it anyway because it was $50. So let's go get this money. Okay, so I went into the Salvation Army and there wasn't nothing, diddly squat, nada, zilch. Nothing at all. Sometimes that's just what it be like. You gotta just move on. So I don't wanna go to that other Goodwill. I'm not going that way. I'm actually waiting for an order because I really need to make some money, and something's definitely wrong with my bank account right now because it's positive, negative, positive, negative. I don't know if it has anything to do with eBay managed payments, but if this is the way that it's going to be, I'm not going to sell on eBay if they're going to screw up my bank account. If somebody said that there's going to be hiccups in the beginning, so I mean, I'm probably just going to have to, you know, just deal with it at first and make sure that I have plenty of cash. So I need something. I need another drink. This is yuck. Ugh. No good. I gotta go get me a drink. All right, let's go get a drink. Ah, there it is. All right, so I'm at the community aid. I'm getting ready to go in. No good batches so far on Instacart. So I got a few bucks left over from my yard sailing. I got a decent amount of stuff from yard sailing, so expect to see this haul video. It's going to be pretty decent. Not too bad. I did okay this morning. I think I spent like 40 bucks for everything. I think that one DVD box set is going to be worth a few bucks. I'm going to have to scan it and see. Either way, I only paid $1 for it. It's a 4-disc set, so it's got to be worth at least 15 bucks. So let's go in here and see if we can find any treasure. Okay, so the Bullwinkle clock sold already. I got 80 bucks for it. I paid, I think it was like $2. It wasn't more than $4, I know that. It wasn't more than $4, but I have to do a little bit more research to figure out how to put things here or here in my videos. I know all they are screenshots. It can't be that complicated. I just have to insert them when I edit my videos, because a lot of people that don't have time, they have other people do all that for them. But even when I used to make my own music, my own beats, write my own lyrics, I do it all myself. And I just learn as I go. It doesn't mean that I'm a genius on the computer or that I'm super tech savvy. It just means that I'm willing to learn, and I just dive into stuff and I just learn. But yeah, so the Bullwinkle clock sold immediately. Everybody went down the shore. I wasn't really up to it. I wanted to work. I had to work because I'm behind and everything. This one's got some real feel to it. But this is what I got at the last garage sale. I just kind of threw this one in. That one's a nice looking watch. I gotta look the brand up. Judging by the back of it, and it's probably not worth a whole lot. But when you see that right there, that little moon, it's called the moon phase. So it has a moon phase, and it looks like something's inscribed in it. I have a magnifying glass, but I think it's in my middle console. But these are like Timex Indiglows. I got 2 of them. I don't know why they're both have the strap off of them, but I have the pins for them, so I'll just put new pins in them and new batteries, and they're digital. Some of these watches can sell really well. I know that my G-Shock is priced really high, and it's probably not going to sell as high as it's priced. I was going by what somebody else had theirs priced at. I thought maybe it was like maybe a certain one, like a special one, but I don't think it is. Most of the G-Shocks go for a little under 100, like maybe like 80 bucks, 60 bucks. I think the last one I had was like a decent one. I think I got like $40, 50 bucks. I didn't get a lot for it, but they're still worth a little bit of money. So, I don't know what I'm doing now. I think I'm going to go over to the Goodwill since I just made 80 bucks. I'm not really worried about Instacart right now. If I get a good order, I'm going to jump in it. Okay, so that was almost a no-go. I'm just going to show you the cord. I'm not going to get into all the other stuff. But when I went to go test this Wii, and all it was just the system and the cord, and they only wanted $12 for it. So that's a no-brainer right there. I can bundle that up together with some stuff and, you know, make a decent profit off of that. So when I went to go plug it in, the piece was different. It was like the total opposite of that. It was the other way around for the plug-in. I guess this is the male and that's the female part of the plug, obviously. And then this is why it's not working, because this is the Wii U brick and it's not going to fit. But I figured I'll take it anyway because I'll sell the Wii U brick. This is the OEM. This is the manufacturer. This is the original one. So whatever this is worth, this may be worth $20 or $25. I'm not really sure. It's probably worth a decent amount, and it looks like it's in like perfect condition. I have a Wii at home so I can test it. I also have, I don't know if I have an extra auxiliary, but I know I have an extra brick. I have an extra power brick. So right there, I can lock that Wii up right there, boom, sold. So I can sell, so that's a no-brainer right there, or that's a win-win situation because I have the brick for that system and then I have this brick to sell separately. Or I can just hold on to this in case I ever get, that's usually what I do. A lot of people say the same thing, like Thrift Mind and all the other, a lot of the resellers that I watch. Whenever I get a chance, I try to watch people, but no Instacart today, just one order. I got a $50 order and that was it. I mean, kind of bouncing back and forth. I did really well with sales, so I just said, you know what? Whatever. I probably did 300 in sales today. I mean, if I don't have to, I'm not gonna. I mean, it's pretty late now. I'd like to get home and do something. I don't know what time. My family went to the beach and I stayed home because I wanted to catch up with my bills. And bills are due. So, you know, the bills don't go nowhere. You know, bills and money don't sleep. So I didn't have time to play. They all had time to play. I don't have time to play. They don't have a business to run, you know. Believe me, when you do your thing and you run your business and you start your own business, nobody cares. No one is going to care. I mean, you might have, my wife was skeptical in the beginning, and now she's back and forth all the time. She's always like, why are you shopping, blah blah blah. And then I turn around and sell a $2 clock for $80. It's like, if I had help, I would definitely make more money, but I don't have help. I have to do it all myself. So I'm always playing catch up, you know, catch up to the bills, catch up to my sourcing, catch up to my, you know, everything that I'm doing, catch up to my listing, catch up to my Instacart. You know, I never get the rest because, so they all get to play and I got to work. So, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's what I got to do. I don't mind. I love my job. I love what I'm doing. You know, I really didn't want to go to the beach anyway. It's a 4-hour drive and it's just the beach, and none of my family ever wants to go to the boardwalk, and I'm from Jersey. We go to the boardwalk. You know, we don't just go put our feet in the sand. We get on the boardwalk, we play skee ball, we get a big, gigantic slice of pizza. They don't do any of that. So when they go, it's no fun. So I'm just pushed away now. I don't even want to go. But it's okay. I still love my family. My wife understands. She does her thing. I do mine, and we're happy. We're still in love, and that's all that matters. So I love my kids, but I spend every single day with them. She's a nurse. She works at night and she sleeps during the day. So I'm always around them and they drive me insane. So let them go. Being in the car with them for 4 hours is a nightmare anyway. Just getting their haircut yesterday was a nightmare, and that was only 20 minutes in the car. So I need gas. Maybe I'll go over to this mom and pop place and go check that out. I can't go to the one in Carlisle into the other town over, the Salvation Army, because they're closed. They're only open on certain days, like every other day. They're open Saturday, Monday, Wednesday. They're just, the days that they're open is ridiculous. They're only open 3 days a week, and it's like every other day. And today I don't think is one of those days. I think tomorrow they're open, which I won't be there. You know, I won't be out there. And I think it's a shame. They're losing a lot of business. But, you know, it's their business. Oh, well, it's not my business. I can go always source somewhere else. I can source online. I can, you know, you can source anywhere you want. During the pandemic, everybody was sourcing online, and I was doing fine. I wasn't doing great. It's not as fun. There's no thrill in the hunt. I mean, a lot of people make their living. That's their whole business model is to just get on the web and just snipe items and just buy things off of other people, resell them. People make a good living out of doing that. Whatever you do, you know, whatever floats your boat, you know, that's it. Whatever floats your boat. So my boat is floating, but it's almost sinking, so I got to get to work. I'm going to see if I can do an Instacart order before I shut it down, but if not, I'm going to go to this mom and pop, see if I can find something. I got a couple things in there. We're going to do a haul video, and I'll show you what I got. I wanted to show you guys these ties. I did pick up some ties. This one is brand new with tags. It's a polo. Just got a thing. This is really nice silk. I wonder if these are made in Italy. Let me see. They're from the Polo store. Handmade. It says made by hand. They're either Italy or USA. Yeah, these are made in USA. So they're made in USA. Some of them are made in Italy, but it's an equestrian. It has the horse all over it. Like real horses. Like, that's pretty dope. It's striped, solid stripe on this side, and then on this side it's got all of the fangs going on with it. So this is new with tags. It's directly from the let me see if I can get you to see that. Let me take this tag off. I paid $4 for it, but it was worth it. I never pay $4 for a tie unless it's worth it. So this is from the Polo. That's directly from the Polo store, from the Ralph Lauren Polo store. It's probably a little blurry, but you get the picture. But I see them selling used. There's no sold, and there's no listed new. So this is a really good sale right here. This is I won't get any less than $60 for this tie. I see them selling for $40 used. So they're like $39 used. And they're the really nice ones like this. So those are really, really nice colors. That's a beautiful tie. So I'm gonna shoot for 80. And we'll see what happens. And then there was another one in there. This one's gorgeous too. This is another one. This one's really, really cool. It's got a really dope plaid. But this one's not new. It looks like it's new without tags. I might be able to, this might be able to go, because it's probably the same person's tie. It was probably the same person. And he may never wore it. This is beautiful too. This is really nice silk. Like, you can just tell. This one feels just like that one. So I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to sell this one new without tags. This one is the same thing, handmade, made in USA, imported. So this is exactly the same. So this one came from the Polo store also as well. I may even be able to sell them together and get like $100 for both of them. Because right there, that's dope right there. That's really cool. Like, that's dope. It doesn't get any better than that. So, and then this one I grabbed because it may have been the same person's tie, but it's I've heard of the Jacobs Roberts. Now it's got another brand with it, J. Kleinbauer. So I'm not sure, but it's got the really, really dope, the equestrian, 2 horses. I'm thinking at least $25 for this one. So I spent $12, and I'm looking at least $100. So that's really not bad at all. That's really, really good. So I'm going to put the watches in here with that. We'll put the game in, the I Spy game. I got the watches. We'll check the watches out later. This was a bad buy. You learn from your experience. I'll know not to pick that game up anymore. I should have scanned it, but it was $1 and it was new, and I just jumped on it. So I'm going to go into the Goodwill. We'll see what we can find. Okay, so we're going to call it a day. I'm going to go home. I'm going to do this haul video. Thanks for hanging in there with Rock from Flip the Thrift. We're going to see. By the way, my real name is Rocco. My grandma used to call me Rocky. She used to call me Rocky. Hey, Rocky. And my grandpa called me Rocky too, I think. Oh, there went an order. What was that? Not enough. I'm going home. I just want to do my haul video. I really want to work on my YouTube. I'm going to keep making videos until you people get tired of looking at me. Well, I don't want you to get tired of looking at me. I want you to keep watching me and never get tired of looking at me. How's that sound? Does that sound good? Okay. All right. But yeah, I'm going to bring all this stuff in, and then we're going to start the haul video, and that's going to be right about now. What's going on, everyone? We are back at the crib, and I'm going to show you what I picked up. First, I would like to say,
hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
I do a really good Bullwinkle. That was me.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Yeah, I used to do all that stuff when I was a kid. This is pretty cool because it kind of ticks backwards. We're kind of getting off subject though, but 80 bucks. I think it was $2.99, or I know I didn't pay more than $4 for this clock. So really good sale. Still ticking backwards. It. Doot, doot. He's like,
Well, I don't know.
Okay, let's get into it. All right, so this stuff. First thing, one of the last ones I went to, I seen this Pokemon game. She had a $10 tag on it, and I think I offered her $8. Yeah, I got it for $8. This sells for $40. Some people sell the ones that are modded, that have all the games on them. They're like 100 games or something like that, and they sell for a lot more, for like $90. I don't know if they're new. I don't know what the deal is with them. But this is new, factory sealed, authentic, blah, blah, blah. They just never played it. They never used it. So it's the 3DS. It's the Pokemon Ultra Moon. We'll do really well with that. Really good find. I'm going to get that listed today because it'll probably sell today. It'll probably sell today, tonight, no later than tomorrow. So I already showed you this. You live and you learn. It's really not worth that much. I can see maybe getting $15 for this at the most, but I only paid $1. Alright, and then we've seen this already. This is pretty old. There's the date. If you guys can see the date on that. It's like 96 or something. What is it? 98. Man, my eyes are bad. I gotta get new glasses. These are really scratched too. I can barely see through them. We'll see. The comps are kind of all over the place on this. I think if I stretch it out, I may get 25 for this, because this is the vintage game. A lot of the ones that are listed now that are selling and blah 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 are the older or the newer ones. So that's the vintage game. There's nothing special about it. This is actually based off of an older game, off of a board game. So it's just the card game. So I showed you guys the brick already. There's nothing I can do with this. I can't test it or do nothing with it. All I can do is just wrap it up, either save it or sell it. Look it up, see what it's worth. I don't know the value of it yet. I didn't research it. I'm going to turn that. I'm going to turn the tank off. Okay, it's really humid out right now too. Like, the humidity is just ridiculous. It only was like 85, but the humidity feels like it's 100 degrees. It's cold. Okay, so real quick, I want to show you. You always have to make sure that you're on top of your business, that you have supplies. So what I do with my brother is I just order the labels and I keep the plastic. You can break the plastics open from the original ones and just put the labels on. So you don't have to just keep buying the original OEM manufacturer. You just buy the labels. I'll actually open one for you. I already installed a new one today. I needed new labels. Whenever I'm down to 2 labels, I always order 6 labels. So, I mean, if I was smart, I would order 100, But it's just the labels. I still use the small labels. There's no sense in getting the big giant printer, print out these giant labels. I don't need that. A lot of the packages that I sell are small, like ties. So, I mean, these are just more ideal for what I do. Maybe might be different for what you do. You might be different, Your whole situation and your circumstances may vary. All right, so we did kind of already show the ties and the watches. I did show the tie. In case you guys weren't, somebody's tuning in that's new, I picked up these 3. 2 of them are Polo. This one is brand new. These are from the Polo store. So they're equestrian. They have the horses on them. This is a brand new tie. The comps on these are like 40 used. So what I'm going to try to do with this, I'm not lotting them together. I have another one. I'm going to sell this separate. And I'm hoping to get at least $50 for this tie. So a really good score for a $3 tie. So here's another one. That's the older label. Some of these labels are not vintage. That one had a spot on it. I think that tells, that may show a little something about the age. Whenever you see the spot, I'll show you again. Whenever you see that little spot right there, let me see if I can get it to go. See, that one has a spot on it, and that one doesn't. It doesn't mean that one's fake, one's real. It doesn't mean any of that. $10 order on Instacart. I should turn it off when I'm home. But one's new and one's not. I believe that this one that doesn't have the tag, that's a really cool design. It's really dope. That's the, it's like a horn. Is that what that is? Yeah, I have one of those horns too. It's my lucky horn. I've had it since my old house. But so yeah, the one with the tag, the one that's striped, has all the little photo. They look like photo frames in the background. It's really dope. So maybe $80. You know, I mean, ties take forever to sell anyway. So I might as well just price them, you know, really high, ridiculously high. If there's no other comps. There was no other vintage ones like that sold. Not under equestrian, horse. There may be other keywords that I might be missing. So this was another equestrian, horse-themed jockey. That's another keyword I probably could have used. But this one is a different brand. I forget. It's Jacobs Roberts J. Kleinbauer. So I don't know if this is older. I'm pretty sure that this is an older vintage. It has a nice plaid. It has that Christmas plaid, you know. It's pretty cool. But I just picked it up because of the other ones with it. And these will actually probably all show up in the same area on, you know, online. So, and I just pick up these 3 watches. I'm going to fix them up. They do need work. I didn't look them up because I know these Timex ones, the digital Timex ones, go for good money. This one's really cool. I have high hopes on that one. The ones with the buttons right here, I'm pretty sure that this is probably an Indie Glow too. It's the quartz. Here's another one. I don't know why. I'm glad that the strap is complete, but I have to put the pins in. As you can see, I got to put the pins in for the remainder of the, you know, the other part of the strap. So they were $4. I think I offered her 10 for all 3 of them. Yeah, I said I'll give you 10 for 3 watches, and she said okay. So they just need batteries. I'm sure they'll work. Some of these are a pain in the butt. They take that big battery. You got to open them up. You got to unscrew them. There's a metal cover that covers the battery. You got to move that out. Some of them are just a pain in the butt. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. This one has the moon phase. I told you guys before, if you're just tuning in, that's a moon phase. Whenever you see the half moon right there, it's called a moon phase. This one has a couple buttons on it. It may have a timer. It may have a sound to it. It might play music. I don't know. I have to look this up. I've never heard of that brand. I can't really see what it says. I think it says Carlton. Yeah, it says Carlton. And then it says sun and moon, day and date. So, I don't know. Sometimes I pick up things like this, and they're worth a ton. This could be a $100 watch. It's definitely not worth more than that on the back. It would be gold or, you know. But you never know. You just don't know. It's always, you know, it's always a mystery. You just don't know. Unless you're really, really, you know, just educated in that certain area, you know. Like you just know, and nobody knows everything. So just don't think that you have to learn everything right away. It's a learning experience as you go. You just have to just take your time and don't rush it. You'll learn as you go. Sorry guys, I'm just so thirsty. Okay, so these were free. I'm gonna have to go through this. This is just a baby monitor. There's a bunch of cords and junk in here. So here's the baby. It's great though, so it's a good brand. Parenting magazine, mom tested. So, I don't know, there may be some value in here. This one's actually Sony, so this is actually a mixture. This one's a Sony baby call. So we're going to go through these, and some of these can have a decent value. There's even a printer cord in here. So this is just a smorgasbord of just junk and cords. But it was free, so we'll go through it. I'll wrap the cords and put them in a box. I have boxes and, you know, for stuff like that. All right, so I think that this was free. I believe this was free also. I forget what it's called. What is it called? I'm trying to see it. It's really hard to see that. You got to get a good view. Maybe it'll be better if I use the magnifying glass, but I can't see it no matter what. Maybe if I hold it up to the light. Wow, this is difficult. This is complicated. It is... I think I have it backward. I think it's Hoosier Glass. That's what it is. Remember that because of the basketball team. This is Hoosier Glass. Some of this glass sells for a decent amount. I may get $20 for this. I believe it's just a vase. Nothing special, but it is solid green glass. It's not, I don't think that it's painted. A lot of these colored glass, a lot of them are painted. So it's white underneath and then painted on the outside. People don't want that. They want the solid color. They want the real deal, the real McCoy. So this was all free. This was free. This was free. I got to look this book up. I'm not really sure. It's just Cruden's Complete Concordance, Exclusive Feature Index to Proper Names and Meanings, both the King James Revised. This is like a biblical type of book. I'm gonna have to look this up. It might not be worth anything, but I just figured I'd pick it up. A lot of stuff I just redonate. If it's not worth anything, I just get rid of it. All right, so this was, I don't know what these are. I have to look them up. They were free. She just gave them to me. It says Progress Lighting. So this is a lighting set. So maybe these go to it. The light bulbs go to it, but she gave me all of this. This was all of this was free. So I got a whole, she just said, just take the whole bucket. It's filled with light bulbs. So this was in it. This is just a flashlight. So you can always use a flashlight. It's either broke or it needs batteries. We'll have to take another look at that. It's even got, oh, this is a crank light. It's a crank light. That's why it has the, that's really cool. That's cool, dude. Well, you never have to put a battery in it, so we're definitely going to keep that. That's really awesome. Okay, so we got another bulb, another bulb. I may use some of these around the house. I may sell them. There's these ones. I don't believe that we need this size. I think he was like, you know what? Did I pay $10 for this whole thing? I think I paid for this. I'm not sure. I think some of this stuff was free and some of it wasn't free. So I think one of these bulbs is worth $10. Here's another bulb, but there's no box. Zampa Silver. Don't even know what that is. Another bulb. That looks like a vintage bulb. There's another light bulb. Light bulbs sell very well, believe it or not. Here's another bulb. Another 60-watt bulb. The packages are damaged, but if the bulb works, we're good to go. All right, so there's a couple more bulbs. There's candle adhesive. Stick 'em. That was free. Or no, I think I paid $10 for this, so it wasn't free. Crystal clear. I don't think I need any of these bulbs, so I'm probably just going to list them. If they sell for $3 or $4, you know, whatever, I'll just get my money for them. But I don't remember if this was free or if I paid $10 for the whole thing. 4-function mini light. This is a mini light tester. I don't know what this is worth. I'll have to look it up. So we'll see. Not a big deal. There's another light. Is that light any good in there? Yeah, these are probably expensive lights too, these halogens. I'm pretty sure they're a couple bucks. I don't know if I'm going to sell them in a lot. There's another one. So there's 2, 3, there's 4. There's 4 of them, and then there's one loose that I don't know if it works. I would imagine I can just plug these into a regular socket or whatever you call that, to plug in. Here's another one, another light bulb. There's a bag. What's in the bag? Hello. What you got in the bag for me, mate? Oh, nothing. Just a bunch of rubbish. Little bulbs. Little bulbs. They look like bulbs that you put in your, like in your car. I'll do a little bit more research on that. There's some tape. All right, we'll see. we'll go through it. We got the halogen lamp. I think there's a bulb in there. It's really light. Yeah, there's a bulb in here. A little halogen light. There you go. So we got a bunch of light bulbs. Yeah, I think I did. I think something was 5 and something was 10. I don't know. She threw some things in that were free. So I guess that's what this stuff is for the lights. So we'll take a look at this later and see what's going on, bruh. But hey, one light bulb might be worth $10 in here. So this is really cool. That was worth a couple bucks, you know, just to have that, just to keep that in the house. I may just put that aside. But this whole bag she gave to me for free. I noticed that there was an antenna in here. You can always put them with like stereo systems or something. So I think these, I don't know, these are bulbs too. See, these are little bags of bulbs. I didn't know what these were. These are bulbs. So there's a ton of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. There's a whole bag of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's value here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These are replacement bulbs for something. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there's 22 bulbs. 22 packs of bulbs. Not sure what those bulbs are called. Oh, there's a couple antennas. There's one antenna there, then there's another antenna here. These are for stereos. AM loop antenna. So there's 1, there's 2. It's a swag hook. Got that swag. Got the swag. Whoop, I lost my swag. Alright, yeah, lost my swag. So just, you know, just a bunch of little ends. I won't bore you anymore with all this junk. It's just a bag of stuff. Just some cords, more things that I need to go through. It's always nice to have stuff like that. I don't just like lay it around. It's not all piled up in a big junk pile. I wrap all my cords really nice, twist tie them. I put everything away and I use it because you never know when you're going to need a cord for something. I may use those antennas to put with a stereo system, but I don't really pick big items up anymore. I don't even look at, like, every now and then I'll pick a VCR up or something, but I really just don't. I just don't deal with those big items like that anymore. I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like it's worth the time to really do any of that anymore. But alright, man. Whew. Alright. Okay, so what we got here? We got a couple things over here. We got a pair of shorts. Come on, there it is. Sorry about that. I got another pair of shorts for myself. They're a little heavier. I like a little bit lighter for the summer, but they're only $5 in the thrift. I think they were in the Goodwill. $5. I got like 3 new pairs of shorts this summer because a lot of the ones I have from back, from last year, they got some stains on them or it's not in very good condition. She threw these in for free. These are, I think they're vintage. They're made in USA. I don't know if that's going to mean that they're vintage, but they were free. I think they have the Jordache. They're not too old because they have the Jordache. See the horse on the zipper? That means they're not very old. So anyway, they were free. I could probably get $5 for them. Children's clothes. They have a raw hem. I didn't look these up. They were $2. It was the one. I think it was the first one I went to. I've never heard of this game, so I don't know what this game is worth. I can scan it, but I'll just look it up later. I'm not really concerned about the value right now. I'll figure it out later. Suspicion, a game of secret identity and deduction, whatever that means. This was sealed also, I noticed. I only like to pick games up. Yeah, this is definitely sealed. It's sealed on all 4 corners. That's the best way to see if a game is new when you're in the thrift. If it's like got regular tape all over it, then it's definitely not new. But if it's got these little round, even some of them have the square strips, but you can tell because they have the little jagged edge of the end of the tape where they rip the tape off from the machine. That's usually when you can tell if it's new. Here's the jacket, the Scully jacket. Here's what it looks like. That's pretty dope. It's not in perfect condition. I'm probably not even going to repair it. I was going to take some paint to it and repair it. I'm probably not even going to do that. I'm just going to probably sell it as is. It was only $5. I kind of didn't want to leave that area without getting something. I don't know why. It's kind of like just a habit. It doesn't smell. That's a good thing. It's taken care of. Kind of. It's a little beat up, but it's an old coat. That's probably from the 80s. It's got to be at least mid-90s. Alright, so this is the last one that I went to. I always pick this up because it always sells fast. It's called a flash pad. They sell really fast on Amazon and they sell really fast on eBay. So this is, it used to be worth a little bit more. I think I have it for like $35. I don't think there's any new ones on Amazon right now, so I think I listed it for like $35. But be on the lookout for the flash pads. I mean, if you can get them really, really cheap. Like, the only reason why I picked it up is because it was $3. I remember from the last one that I picked up that the value has gone down on these. That's the thing that you have to remember. You have to watch out for the market is always fluctuating. Things are not always going to be the same price. Today it might be 20 and tomorrow it might be 10. So that's just the way it works. It is what it is. And if you can't swim, you bound to drizzle. Okay, so I've never seen one of these before. It's called a Buddha board. It was only $1. They're $10 on Amazon, so I figured I could probably make about $6 profit on this, which isn't bad for $1. So I'm probably not going to put that on to eBay. I'm probably just going to leave it on Amazon. I may cross-list it, but it's not worth it. This is electromagnetic poetry kit. I think I have it on Amazon. I think I have it for like $35 or something like that. But I'm going to see what it sells for on eBay. This is actually a computer game. It's a CD-ROM, Mac, PC compatible, blah, blah, blah. That's what it looks like on the back. Not really sure. I've never seen it before, so it was $2, so I figured $2. Probably make at least $10 of profit. Those little things that will sell periodically and you will make money. So you got to think about that too. So I got to clean up this Wii. What do you say we test it? You want to test it? Let's test it. I got to clean that up. Probably goo gone and we'll get that off. I'm not really worried about that right now. I will get that off. We're going to take it upstairs since I already have a Wii set up with a controller and everything. I'll just have to sync a controller. And maybe I got to find the games for that. That's actually for the 360. I have my 360 sitting over right there. Somebody was supposed to buy that. I got a ton of games to go with it, but whatever. Alright, so I picked this up for like $12. Ooh, scary. Hey, Smokey. What are you doing, Smokey? I don't know. They should be home soon. Family's gonna be rolling in all loud. Be like a bomb. Kaboom! Alright, so there's mine right there. I'm just gonna switch the cords. I'm gonna put the camera. I'm gonna shut it. I'd like to leave it on, but because I don't want you guys to think that I'm switching things up. No, why would I do that? That would be a total waste of my time. I'm gonna turn the camera off and hook it up, and we're gonna test it out. Okay, so I have to sync a controller to it, so you can see it's the same one. I'm gonna just turn it on. I don't know where the remote is to the TV. Oh, they found it. I bet you it was in the couch. Ta-da! Bing! Hey, I see you. All right, so I don't know if this is gonna sync, but we're gonna change the input over to the Wii. See, I don't know if that has to sync to the new system. I think that's what this is right here. I think that's the sync button. But I also have to sync a controller, which I'm going to grab the blue one. And we're going to sync the controller. So, turn it on. Oh, it's not powering on. I don't think it works. I think we got robbed on this one. Did it unplug? Yep. I think it unplugged. It did. You kidding me? It's not even plugged in. My kids unplugged it because they're playing their Xbox right here, so they unplugged it. There it is. Yeah, because the light should have still been on. All right, come on. It's not turning on. There you go. I have to hold the button in. It doesn't have a card in it. All right, so I'm gonna have to put this down right here. Let me see. There we are. You probably can't see what I'm doing. You can probably just see me. All right, so we're gonna sync this. There it goes. All right, there it goes. There's no disc in it. Well, it works. It's got games on it. It's got Kirby. It's got I think it's got Super Mario on it. I think this thing is working. It's got Netflix on it. So nothing special. But it does work. There's Super Mario World. Super Mario! It's got a couple games on it. It's all good. I'll get a few bucks for it. I think they went down and then they went back up again. I don't know if where the value is. You will need the classic controller. I do have the classic controller. It's actually right here. But I have the classic controller right there. But we're going to skip out on that for now. I even had it in GameCubes because I have GameCube games also. But yeah, we're just going to put it away. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn it off. Alright, and then we're going to unplug it because I got to make sure I got cords for it. But at least it has all the doors on it. I won't have to order the doors. I actually think I have an extra door for it. So, with that being said, not too bad. I just got to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the scoop on the Wii. I got all the gunk off of it. I actually have another base for that to sit on. I picked an extra one up. I think I got it at the bins. It was like 10 cents. But I do have 2 universal cords. I can either use one of them or it may cost just as much for me to order both the cords for this for like 10 bucks. And then I got to invest another $10 into that. And then I don't think I have any controllers for it either. So this may sit for a while until I can figure out, until I can pick up some more parts for it. So we'll see. At least it works. All right, so there is the scoop on the Wii. The scoop. It's the scoop. What am I, Peter Parker? Okay. Anyway, I thought I had an extra power brick. I think I used it for the last Wii. I may have one somewhere. It might even have one listed actually online, but I don't know why I would do that. I don't think I have a Wii. Do I have another Wii for sale? I know I sold one a couple months ago, so I don't think I have another one laying around. But anyway, we still have a couple more things left. Picked up this Easy Share. It's got everything. It's got the dock. It's got everything with it. I don't know if this takes ink, if it needs paper, what it needs. The camera has corrosion. I picked this whole thing up for $10. I'm going to go through. This is actually the ink. Image link print system. I think that this is the ink, and this is sealed. So this is still in the package sealed. Here's all the manuals. Here's the camera. There's the camera. So what I'm going to do is I opened this up. I knew right away because I seen the corrosion around the side of the camera. I knew that it was, I was going to have to clean it, but not a big deal. Easy Share C643. With any luck, some of them are worth more. Not all of the Easy Shares are worth a ton of money, but this one we may get lucky. And this one may be worth. It's got the paper in here, extra paper. There's the battery. There's the tray. It's got the tray for the paper. So everything's in here. There's the books. It's got the books that go with it. I'm sorry, they're backwards. It's got 2 books. So we got the ink, the books. Here is let me unplug it so I can show you. Here is the machine. Actually, it's upside down. Is that how that shuts? Okay, there's the piece right there. So we will test this. We'll see what the deal is with this. Since I have it complete, I have the whole box. It is Kodak. So it's not just any camera. It's actually a good brand. We shall see, said the blind man. We're going to take... hopefully that works out. We'll see. Okay, here's the camera. I bought this off of another yard sale. It has a cool little Disney. I may even be able to get $10 just for this, just for the camera holder. But the camera's pink. It's just a Vivitar. Now Vivitars are really they're really no good. It's kind of just junk, but it's in really good shape. Like, there's not a scratch on it. They probably kept it in here. They probably didn't use it that much. But like I said, they're very low quality cameras, so they probably tried it and were like, wow, this camera's garbage, and they just stopped using it. It's a possibility. I'll never buy Vivitar for anything. They're junk. Okay, so there's the cup. The cup. The big cup. It works too. Still got some snap in it. I think it's new. Yeah, I think it's new. It doesn't look like it was ever used. Because look at the bottom. Still got the stickers on it. And this is dope. This is my new cup. There we go. You can put anything in this. You can put soda, coffee. It will stay all day. It will stay for like 4 hours. It will stay cold, hot, whatever you want. Okay, so this was new. I didn't get a chance to look to see what the date was on it. I believe she said it was her daughter's, and she was an older woman. So, it may be old. It may not be. It is, yeah, 1983 original. Images, something. I wonder if there's another tag on the inside, because sometimes that's not always right. There's another tag on the inside. Oh, it's even got a little purse, little thing right there. This is cute. Somebody might want this just to collect it. Let me see if there's a date on the tag. Rayon PVC, made in China, image, imaginings. It's got the Cabbage Patch seal on it. Let me see if I can find a date on there. If we can find a date on the tag on the Cabbage Patch. Yep. 1983, man. This thing is old. It's still brand new, too. Still has the tag on it. So I don't know what this is worth. I mean, it's probably not worth that much. You know, I can't see it being worth too much. But being that it's new with tags, it's definitely worth a few bucks. It may be worth, 25 or more. Her thing, her hair isn't tied. The thing came out. It's actually, you know what it is? A rubber band. I'll have to replace the rubber band. The rubber band is so old that it's just rotted away. So I'll probably replace both the rubber bands with another rubber band. Because the other one looks like it's rotted too. Rubber bands, their color turns when they're really, really old. So this was $3. This is actually really nice. What is this thing? Digital? Gotta put batteries in this thing? Never seen nothing like this ever. It's falling apart on me. But anyway, here's the filters. These are worth more than $3. If you can never pick up these filters, and you can pick them up for like $3 or less, like $1, $2, or $3, pick them up because they sell right away too. Trying to see. It's not really staying. The lid doesn't stay on. I don't think it's supposed to stay on, but it's got a little digital. It's got a little digital thing going on right there. I don't know if that's supposed to have a battery in it or something. I don't know what the deal is with that. We're gonna have to check that out. But there is a filter. I think there's a filter in it. I think the filter that's in it is probably. I don't think the filter's used. They may have never used it, so that right there. What is on that? Is that tape? Yeah, there's a big piece of tape on it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of scratched up. It's not like new. Is that tape on the inside of this thing? This is an ordeal right here, isn't it? Let's see, I know this comes out. Does it come out? Yeah, that comes out. It looks like there's like tape in it. Whatever it is, it needs to come out. It's dust. It's from the filter. It's probably from the. That's probably what's coming out of the water. That's filtering the water. Okay, so that's gonna have to be. Let me get something to wipe my hands with, and we'll deal with that later. That means it needs to be cleaned. So that filter was probably used. So probably wouldn't be a good idea to use that filter. I don't know, but at least there is one new one with it. I think this goes like this. Yeah. Okay, that goes like that. All right. Let me wipe my hand off. I don't want to get any of that on my clothes. So, whatever. I'm just taking you guys everywhere with me, you know. What can I say? Let's wipe that off. It's probably... I'll wipe it off the inside, too. Might as well. While I'm here. It probably needs to be cleaned. It was probably used. It was obviously used. But I think that's what that is. I think that's from the filter. Yeah, it's coming right off. See that? That's probably from the. That's probably what it filters. It filters the water. So, all right. So we'll see. Probably have to clean it out. It's got some. Yeah, it's definitely dirty. It needs to be cleaned. So I'll clean this out and it'll be good to go. I don't know. I probably will sell the pitcher with it. Okay, but it does, like I said, it does have the, if anything, I know that these are probably worth about $20, maybe $15, something like that. So, we'll see. I'll deal with it later. Alright, so, I got all these DVDs. This was the set that I was excited about, the Narnia. This is a, what does it have? It has 4 discs. It's a 4-disc extended edition. Walt Disney Picture Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe 4-disc extended edition. So I don't think it's like a set. That's what it looks like. So we'll see what it's worth. They were all $1, so I paid $1 for that one. I got Cinderella Man, that was $1. Frosty and Friends, Christmas is Coming, that'll sell. And this was interesting. This was definitely interesting. It has a $28 price tag on it, so it was an expensive DVD. So 2 discs at one low price, 2nd disc loaded with extras, blah, blah, blah. I've never heard of this movie, Dr. Zhivago, but when you find weird titles like that, a lot of times they are definitely worth money. So we shall see. I don't want to keep saying it. It's gonna get burned out. I'm gonna wear it out. Okay, last but not least, it was $3. I got a Pyrex Bowl. This is really nice. I was talking to, I think, the husband, and I was like, you know what? I never find them with the lids. You never see the lid. You always see the bowl, but you never find the lid. He said that they got this when they got married, and this was in the 80s. 70s or 80s, so this is a really old bowl. And it's in really good shape. I'm going to be really careful with it. I don't want to break it. Okay. Really good shape. Beautiful on the inside. There's no like discoloration. This was really well taken care of. Trademark Pyrex, made in USA. Ovenware. I don't know if there's a date on it. I don't know how you would go about dating something like this. Can't really see that. Can you see the date? Or it's not a date, but there's some numbers. Pyrex. Can't really see it, but do a little bit more research on this. I don't know how much it's worth. It may be worth like 25 bucks, something like that. I know they're not worth a ton of money, depending on what they are, and maybe because I have the lid, it'll be worth, you know, a considerably more, worth a lot more, but we'll see. It's got birds on it. It's pretty cool. See, it does have a little bird design, a little floral bird. So it does have a really cool design, a really cool theme. So, got a box. Got a box. Got a box. Okay, so we got to get the moose shipped out. I'm going to check these games out. We got to take care of Goldilocks, Cabbage Patch Dolls, pigtails, and I'm going to try to get some stuff listed. I do have a few drafts, but I need to take some pictures. So I got plenty of stuff now to do of extras. I'm going to take this. It's a shame that this was not the right cord, but because I don't have another cord. But I do have those universal cords, but like I said, it might be cheaper for me just to buy the whole set. I don't care if they're OEM. I don't care if they're original, as long as they work. A lot of that other manufacturer stuff works very well. I order them all the time. I get them for Dreamcast, and they work fine. You know, they're made cheaper. They're lighter. You can tell, like, this is heavy. The one that I'll get that I order will be really light and just not as good quality as the originals. But somehow they work. I mean, if they still have the same amount of power and they work, I guess that's all that matters. So I'm going to look some of this stuff up. I'm going to see what this Narnia is worth. Do some scanning, get some photos done, get some listing done, and that's about it. So if you guys like this type of content, please thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Definitely like this video. Tell your friends, share it, do whatever you got to do to get my stuff out there. And I hope you enjoyed this my little haul video, and I'm going to roll out like that. No, I'm just playing. Thanks for watching. Peace out.